And despite the constraints caused by Western coercive measures, Syrian authorities have launched an ambitious project for the restoration of one of the most outstanding monuments in Damascus, dating back to the Ottoman era, have included UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites of Humanity under the name of Al-Takira al-Sulaim. Our correspondent in Damascus, Hisham Wanous, has more.
This historic site, which comprises a mosque, museum, a school, hospices, and a market with workshops for handicrafts, has recently been evacuated for restoration. The institutions responsible for preserving the country's tangible and intangible heritage, led by the National Secretariat for Development, have intervened to prevent the site's infrastructure from further deteriorating and collapsing, thus depriving Syrians of one of their most outstanding historical monuments.
The restoration of this complex will be carried out while preserving its identity and its architectural, historical, and cultural features, even as we intend to add to it some of the imprint of our times. After the restoration of the Sulaymaniyya hospice is completed, artisans will reoccupy parts of it to turn it back into a cultural, historical, and tourist destination.
Al-Takira al-Sulaimaniya is made up of two divisions, one major and one minor. Both have suffered structural damage over time due to the sinking of the foundations, which caused large cracks in their walls and ceilings. The restoration project covers all the buildings of the site, and it is being carried out with its own resources by national archaeological experts who use scientific methods that meet world restoration standards to preserve the historical identity of the site.
The restoration project is being developed in a scientific manner in accordance with international methodologies, using very modern materials and technologies to preserve the historical, urban, and heritage identity of the building. Yet, it will take a long time to complete the project due to complex construction problems that require detailed studies, in addition to the economic blockade that prevents access to a number of technologies needed in the restoration process.
On this project, we are trying to find ways to solve all the problems that arise in all buildings in terms of services, without altering their identity and their architectural, historical, and cultural character. The most serious problem we face is of a geological nature, accumulated over time, which caused an acceleration in the expansion of cracks in the walls and ceilings of the building.
This historic complex was built in the Ottoman era between 1554 and 1560 and is considered one of the most important vestiges of the oldest inhabited city in the world, Damascus, an outstanding site that those in charge of the restoration project claim they intend to recover in defiance of the enormous difficulties caused by the long years of war and the coercive measures imposed by the same Western states that falsely claim to care for the archaeological, historical, and cultural heritage of humanity.
Hisham Wanous, teleSUR, Damascus, Syria.